Hello, everyone. This is Lexicon Architect coming at you with another historic deck for my historic series on YouTube. Today, we're going to be looking at a Lifegain deck in historic. Once this video is uploaded to YouTube, I will be going live on Twitch to test this deck out, see if we can climb the ranks and hopefully get to Mythic. So let's get into the deck. So we're playing Bishop of the Wings. So it's a 2-mana double white 1/4 human cleric that says whenever another angel enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 4 life. And then whenever angel you control dies, create a 1/1 spirit creature token with flying. So this is important because it's going to allow us to gain a bunch of life. If we do have a Righteous Valkyrie on board, when it ETBs, we'll gain 4. And then if we play a Resplendent Angel, as long as we gain 5 or more life in a turn, at the beginning of our end step, we will create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying and vigilance. And then we can tap 6 to give this +2/+2 and lifelink. So if we're able to attack with Resplendent Angel and we tap 6, we'll hit them for 5, gain 5 life, and then generate a 4/4 angel, which when it ETBs will also trigger Bishop of Wings, gaining us another 4 life. And sometimes we have situations where we have 2 of these out. So as long as we gain 5 life during the turn, at the end step we'll generate 2 4/4s, and then we'll gain 8 life with Bishop of Wings. And then if we have 2 Bishop of Wings on board, we will gain 8 life from 1 angel ETB. So we also play Giada Font of Hope, a 2-mana 2/2 with flying and vigilance. And it gives us a really cool ability where each other angel you control enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on it for each angel you already control. So if Giada's out and we drop Yukis Valkyrie followed by another Youthful Valkyrie, they will exponentially get bigger and bigger as we continue to cast our angel spells. We play Inspiring Overseer, so it's a 3-mana 2/1, but we really care more about getting the life gain and to draw a card. Then we are also playing a copy of Redain, God of the Worthy. It is not an angel, but it is very beneficial to us because it pretty much makes it harder for your opponent to cast non-creature spells that have mana cost 4 or greater, because then it's going to cost 2 more to cast. So they're going to have to pay 6 mana to cast their spell. So we can slow them down a little bit with this card. Then we're going to be playing Righteous Valkyrie, 3-mana 2/4 with flying that says whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. So if we play a Bishop of Wings after this is on board, we'll gain 4 life. If we play a Speaker of the Heavens, we'll gain 1 life. But the most important ability on Righteous Valkyrie is the fact that as long as you have at least 7 or more life than your starting life total, each creature you control is going to get +2/+2. So this is important to us because it's going to allow us to pump the squad, hit them with a bunch of flyers that are going to be buffed up. And then if we have 2 of these on board, all creatures will get +4/+4. Then we're playing Speaker of the Heavens as a 1-drop 1/1 with Vigilance and Lifelink. And then you can create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. And you can only activate this ability if you have 7 or more than your starting life total. And you can only do this at sorcery speed. So unfortunately, we can't do it on our opponent's turn, but we can do it on ours. So sometimes we might just attack with a buffed up Speaker of the Heavens, gain some life, tap this, and then make a 4/4 onto the battlefield, which will trigger our Righteous Valkyrie It will trigger our Bishop of Wings, gaining us a ton of life. And then finally, we're playing Youthful Valkyrie, a 2-mana 1/3 with flying that says whenever another angel enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on it. So this is a very good 2-drop because then we can do turn 3 Righteous Valkyrie, turn 3 Giada of the Font of Hope, or we can do Aspiring Overseer or Resplendent Angel to buff this up. And it does work with Collected Company because Collected Company, if we choose 2 angels, they're both angels will ETB, then it'll trigger this, and then it will get 2 counters, making it a 3/5. And then, for instance, we're playing 4 copies of Collected Company because they allow us to look at the top 6 cards of our library, and we may put 2 creature cards with converted mana cost 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. So sometimes we might grab, 2 Righteous Valkyries, or we might grab 2 Resplendent Angels, or we can grab Giada or Youthful Valkyrie. Whatever we feel is going to push us to deal the maximum amount of damage is usually what we want to do. And then we're going to be playing 4 Authority of the Consuls. It's a 1-mana enchantment that we could just drop on turn 1 if we need to. This card slows our opponents down, so their creatures are going to enter the battlefield tapped, and then every time a creature enters the battlefield under our opponent's control, we'll gain 1 life. So we might have 2 of these on board, so they'll play a creature, we gain 2 life, it's tapped, and so on and so forth. And then for the land base, we're going to be playing both Seiju, Branchclaw Pathway, Brushland, Cave of the Frost Dragon, Indiganjo, Aniktos, Overgrown Farmland, 6 Plains, and 4 Temple Garden. And for the sideboard, we're going to be playing 3 Ajani Sleeper Agent, so we can pump this out on turn 3 if we really need to. Its plus ability allows us to look at the top card of our library, and if it's a creature or a planeswalker, you put it into your hand. Otherwise, you may put it onto the bottom. But the most important loyalty ability of Ajani is its -3. So we can distribute 3 1/1 counters among up to 3 target creatures. They gain vigilance until the end of the turn. And then for another sideboard card, we have Deafening Silence. So each player cannot cast 1 or more non-creature spells each turn. So this is good for us because we can be like turn 1 Deafening Silence, and basically make it so that our opponent can't cast multiple non-creature spells in a turn. They will only be able to cast 1. Then we're playing 3 Pithing Needle because when it ETBs, we choose a card name, and then the activated abilities or sources with those chosen names can be activated unless they're mana abilities. Then we're playing 2 Portable Hull because it allows us to exile a target non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less until Portable Hull leaves the battlefield. We are playing 1 more copy of Redain. Like I said earlier, it's going to make non-creature spells that are 4 or greater 2 more to cast. And then finally, we're going to be playing 4 Shaper Sanctuary, just because if they do play a deck with a lot of spot removal, playing this on turn 1 will allow us to draw a card every time they target one of our creatures with a spell or an ability. And that is the deck. I hope you enjoyed this video. It will be uploaded to YouTube shortly, along with all my social media links. So if you like this style of content, please subscribe to me. It will help out my channel tremendously, and I hope you have a good day.